Well, it's Top 10 Tuesday, and today's Top 10 is Christmas movies. Yep, Top 10. Now, this could all change again next year, right? You know what I'm saying? But today, I'm going to do my Top 10 Christmas movies. Ian did one. I'm not sure if anybody else done another one. I just watched Ian's, and his seemed very interesting. So I thought I'd put my 2 cents worth in. And Ian mentioned the Snowman from 1982, I think it was. And I just finished watching that. When he mentioned it, I went on YouTube, checked, put the Snowman in, and it popped up, and I watched it for, I don't know, half an hour or what it was. Very interesting. I liked it. I thought it was fun. So, first time I saw it, I kind of knew about it and, ways I've heard about it over the years, but I never ever saw it. So I thought it was very well done. I liked it. So let's talk about the Christmas movies. Uh, I like the Christmas movie. Here's one of my favorites. It's called All Mine to Give, based around, well, it's not one day or part of Christmas, but it did happen on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and stuff one Christmas. It's a story about a lady and a man from Scotland. They show up in Ohio, and they end up having 6 kids. This video, I have to tell you now that this video, there'll be spoilers in it. I have to talk about the movies, and they're going to be spoilers. So if anybody didn't see any of these movies, then just kind of skip forward a little bit, right? But yeah, this one happens in around 1850s or something like that. Yeah, the family, the man and lady have 6 kids, right? So then the man, this video is all based on Reader's Digest version, so it won't be the video. I'll try not to make the video too long. But the man ends up getting sick. The father gets sick and he dies. Later on, a little while later, the mother gets sick and dies. So now the people of the town are deciding what to do with the 6 kids. The oldest brother says his mother told him what to do with his brothers and sisters. So he has to find a home for his brothers and sisters. Yes, that's what it's about. A very sad movie, but it's all about family and the life of families. Probably back then this happened a lot. So that's All Mine to Give. I didn't write down what year, but I think I talked about this movie a couple other times. Anyway, another movie, of course, it's A Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart, right? 1946 version. I don't think there's any other versions. But 1946, yes. Yes. You find out, this movie, you find out that you have a lot of friends. When you think that you don't, and life's not treating you very well, but when it comes right down to it, you have a lot of friends. Don't tell me that video's acting shitting up again. Is it? Ho ho ho. The other one, another one of my favorites is Bad Santa or Batter Santa or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, him and his little buddy, they rob stores, shopping malls, big stores, right? Every year around Christmas time, they rob them. So Billy Bob Thornton's really good in this. He's a riot. So he's funny. I laugh. I watch it. I try to watch it every year. It's good for you. Good for the blood. So yeah, Bad Santa. That's really good. I really like that movie. The other one is Miracle on 34th Street. The old version, black and white one, 1947. I've never watched the newer version from, when was it, the 80s, 90s? I've never seen that, never watched it. I don't really have any intentions of watching it. I just don't want to watch it. All right, the other one is, I thought I liked this one, although I liked them all, but this one kind of stands out. Now, just me. I want to say that Scrooge, George C. Scott, the TV movie, yes, TV movie back in the 80s, I guess. That was very well done, and I like that. So, and here's another one. This one's not really a movie. This one came from TV, an hour-long episode of Elf. Elf's Christmas. Yeah, you know Elf? Anybody you know Elf? You know Elf, right? This show right here, Elf. This guy, right? Anyway. Elf's Christmas. Elf finds out that Christmas is more than just presents. He finds out it's about family and other people beside himself. Yes. Any spoiler alert again, as always, I'm telling you right now. Elf ends up, cut right to the chase, Elf ends up in the hospital. Now, he's part of a toy collection. He looks like a toy, so they put him on this cart or something. It's got baseball bat and glove and dolls and stuff. And anyway, Elf ends up with this little girl in the hospital. She sets him in the bed beside her, starts playing tea and cookies with him. Of course, he likes the cookies. He eats the cookies. But yeah, he finds out through the course of him being in the room and nurses and doctors and stuff that this little girl, she has leukemia and she doesn't have long to live. So that's what this Elf Christmas is about. So if anybody out there, you know, if you catch it and watch it, you got to be sure that you're able to watch this movie. Try not to let anybody watch it that's sick and has leukemia or you know, cancer or anything like that, because it's very potent, this episode. You don't really, it's not really shown on TV anymore or much anymore. So yeah, I actually recorded it in, I think it was, what was it, 1987? I recorded it, and I still have it, the episode, somewhere in one of my boxes. But I try to watch it every year just because. But yeah, 1987, Elf's Christmas. Another funny thing about Elf is back in the day in the 80s when Elf was on TV, there was people got together, certain people, and they had enough power behind it to take Elf off of TV because it was deemed a violent show, violence. And the other side of that coin is much years later, 20 years later maybe, give or take a year, it ends up on the Walt Disney program. You know, Walt Disney, it ends up on that show as in reruns. Try to figure that one out. All right, also A Christmas Story with Ralphie, right? You know, shoot your eye out. Watch that every year without fail. Every year. Some of that's filmed here in Toronto. Scene where he gets the flat tire, that's down by the lake here, down by the waterfront. That's here. And the streetcar, the old streetcar that goes by, I heard over the years that there's a version of the Christmas Story when the streetcar goes by, it actually dings, you know, ding ding, right? Well, that guy that did the ding ding and driving that streetcar is my friend, Don Guy, when he worked for the TTC back then. So, yeah, he told me there's another version. Maybe it's on the VHS version, I'm not sure. But my version doesn't have the ding-ding in it, but it's an interesting thing, right? But, yeah, A Christmas Story with Ralphie, well, both little kids in the 1940s and stuff like that, and listening to the radio. It's a great movie. Oh yeah, the other one, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That one's a riot. Yeah, you gotta watch that one. If you haven't seen that one, oh, watch it. It's a riot. Again says, is it in? I think it was an in. I forget who said it. What about the one where the squirrel is? The squirrel part where he's in the tree and he jumps out and the dog's chasing him and everything. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you mentioned that or not. What else was there? Oh yeah, White Christmas. Yeah, White Christmas with Bing Crosby. Yeah, yeah. I like that one. I've always liked that one. You know, it's just a good movie for Christmas. White Christmas. And the other one would be The Family Stone. This one here. I didn't bring them all up, but The Family Stone. Yeah, Diane Keaton's the mother, and this guy, her son, decides to bring his girlfriend home for Christmas. I think the Christmas holidays, stuff like that, to spend time with his family. She's a little tight ass. She's a little tight, right? She's wound up. So it's a funny movie, good movie. So if you haven't seen The Family Stone, watch that from 2005. And talking about a Christmas movie that's not really a Christmas movie, but yeah, I saw Goldfinger when Goldfinger first came out at the show. James Bond. I think I went and seen that. Either was Christmas Day or Boxing Day. You know, the day after Christmas. I asked my mom and dad if I could go to the show. I think I was probably about 13 when this movie came out. Yeah, so Goldfinger kind of reminds me a little bit of Christmas. And Goldfinger's my favorite James Bond movie, just because I went and seen it at the show. And it was the first James Bond movie I ever saw. Yeah, so there you go. So, and I mentioned the snowman, like Ian was talking about in his video. So there's my top 10 Christmas movies, and it could change next year. Who knows, right? Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe. Yes, we'll talk to you later.